Hi, we are going to work on standard form a little more in this video. So this is really an extension of the first standard form video. So before we go into the first example, let's write down over to the side what standard form is. So remember, it's got the a, b, and c in it. So I've got ax plus by equals c, and I can not have any fractions or decimals in my equation. All right, so we are going to convert between our three formats. So example 1 says to write the equation of the line parallel to the line y equals negative 1/3 x minus 5 through the point 6,2 in all three forms of an equation of a line. So I'm going from this format to point slope, slope intercept, standard form. So first thing I want to make sure I see, I'm working with parallel. So if two lines are parallel, what do we know about the slope? Well, they have the same slope. So you might jot down the word same right there. I need to use the slope out of this line. My new equation will go through this point in all three forms. Okay, so the current slope of this equation is negative 1/3. So I need to figure out what is my parallel slope. Well, they have the same slope, so I'm going to work with negative 1/3. So point slope form, I'm going to over to the side jot down what point slope form is. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so let's plug in. So I'm going to be doing y minus y1 is 2, this is x and this is y, equals m, and I decided I need a negative 1/3, times x minus x1 is 6. Okay, there is my point slope. Now I need to convert this equation into slope intercept. Slope intercept, y equals mx plus b. Okay, so what that means is I need to get y all by itself so I can see the slope and y-intercept. So I'm going to take this line and distribute into my parentheses. So y minus 2 equals negative 1/3 minus, and if you need to use your calculator, use your calculator. So I have negative 1/3 times negative 6. Oops. Negative 1/3 times negative 6 is positive 2. And then remember, you're solving for y, so I'm going to move the 2 over by adding it to both sides. Okay, so the 2's are going to cancel, and that will give me y equals, oh, I forgot my x right here. That will give me y equals negative 1/3 x, negative 2 plus 2. Okay, hold on. I am making all kinds of mistakes here. I calculated positive 2 but wrote negative 2. So let me back up. When I distributed in there, negative 1/3 x should be plus 2. This negative times this negative is positive. So 2 plus 2 will give me 4. So my slope intercept form is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 4. Okay, standard form is ax plus by equals c. So now I need to shift back and get x and y on one side. So I need to move negative 1/3 over here to the left. So the opposite of negative is positive. So positive or plus 1/3 x plus 1/3 x. So I'm going to put the x term first. 1/3 x plus y, bring down 4. And then I am getting rid of the fraction. So whatever's being divided on the fraction, I can turn around and multiply the whole thing by that number. So I'm going to multiply through by a 3. So 3 times 1/3 is 1. So I end with x. 3 times y is 3y. So plus 3y. 3 times 4 is 12. So my standard form would be x plus 3y equals 12. Okay, so we start with same slope, we plug into point slope, we convert that to slope intercept, and then we convert that to standard. So it's kind of a progression of steps here. Okay, well, let's do another one. Number 2 here. Write the equation of the line perpendicular. Okay, I'm back to that. I'm going to write the equation of the line that's perpendicular to this line, it's the same line as above, and through the same point in all 3 forms of the equation. Label and circle your answers. So I'm really going to use the same equation, but I need to think about perpendicular. Okay, so perpendicular, I'm thinking opposite, reciprocal. All right, so if I look at my first equation here, my current slope is -1/3. My new slope, I need the opposite reciprocal. So opposite would change it to a positive, flip it over would be just a 3. So I'm using 3 going forward. So step 1, point slope. So step 1, I've got, I will label here, point slope. Okay, so let's plug in y minus y1. So y minus 2 equals m. So I'm using the new number, equals 3, times x minus the 6. Okay, point slope. All right, now I'm going to slope intercept. So I need to do a little work here. I need to distribute in and solve for y. Okay, so I'm going to multiply in first. So y minus 2 equals, so 3 times x is 3x. 3 times -6 is -18. And then I need to move the 2 over to the other side. So add 2, and I'm going to align it under the 18 because those are the ones I can actually combine it with. Okay, so my slope intercept, I have y equals 3x, 18, 17, 16, minus 16. So this is my slope intercept. Okay, so I have point slope. Here's my slope intercept. Okay, now I'm ready to go to standard. So standard, I need to move the x back over to the left and make sure I don't have any fractions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this is positive 3, so I'm going to take away 3x from both sides. So I get negative 3x plus y equals -16. And actually, those are all integers. So I can stop. I'm done. There's my standard form. I can leave it with my -3 here. That would be okay. So standard form. Okay, and I'm good to go. So if you've got already, if you already have whole numbers, there's no need to multiply through by anything because you have the values you need. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here, and what I would like you to do in the next video, I want you to go on and try this next example, but I'll come on the next video and we'll go through that.